So Eleanor Kelly here with William Fox-Pitt. So you've been told recently that you're going to Rio. Where were you when you got the news?
Yeah, it was very exciting. I mean, Yogi rang. I was on the mobile, and I just kind of thought, Yogi, my God, and I knew that he was going to call. So it was, yeah, it's a very exciting moment, and great to hear that you're in the team. It's been, it's been a slightly unknown year for me, but I've always believed that Chile Morning had a very good chance of being selected, just whether or not they wanted to select me. But it's great now that it's been announced, because we really focus on our performance in Rio and not just about being selected anymore, so that's great.
And do you think Chile is your best chance of a medal yet?
I hope so, because I've not won one yet, so I hope he's my best chance. I've always believed he was. He's a good horse. I mean, he is a very good horse. I'm very lucky to be riding him. I'm very lucky that he's still going strong. He's 16 and filled full of beans, and no, I'm very hopeful. I mean, I do think he's probably the best all-rounder I've ever had, the best proper event horse. I've always had one that was brilliant, but maybe could knock a fence down, or maybe might blow up, or maybe might do something. Whereas Chile he's a rock-solid horse in all three disciplines, normally. So he could be a good chance, but my work's cut out, isn't it? There's quite a few to beat if I'm going to do well in Rio.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned at badminton that your sort of adrenaline was not quite what it had been pre the accident. Yes. Has that come back? Has that improved?
Yeah, my adrenaline's come back, which is good, but it's also come back in its own way. So sometimes it has and sometimes it hasn't. Sometimes it's more than normal, sometimes it's less. So it's very inconsistent, but it is there now. And that's a great thing, because it feels like normality is returning. I feel good now. I'm very lucky. I've had a very trouble-free recovery. I've had no setbacks. I don't even get a headache. So I can't. Not suffering anyway. My eyesight's come back, so I can very much focus ahead. It's taken a while to get back and feeling back to my normal self, but it's there now, so it's just in perfect time.
Is your mental preparation for an event any different now?
It's a good question. I think it probably is, but it's more conscious now. I think before it was very much intuition, very much instinct. Very much before I was very used to how I always am. I've been eventing for 32 years, and I know how I feel on a certain day because of such and such a thing, and that all went. So I'm now getting used to not feeling like that. There's a good reason for it, apparently a very normal reason for it, and I know know that if I think like this, I have to think of that. I've had a lot of therapy, a lot of talks with some very fantastic people. Thanks to UK Sport and Lottery, I've had so much support. Steve Peters has been a huge help to me, and he helps the football team, and he'll be out doing judo in Rio. He's a great thinker, and given me lots of tips for controlling my brain. And I'm not used to controlling my brain at all. My brain is normally straightforward, and it's not now. It has its own little agenda, and it does. It makes me. I have weird emotions and weird reactions, and I am me, but I do react in slightly different ways to certain things. So of course, when I'm nervous, I'm thinking, well, I'm more nervous than normal. Why am I more nervous than normal? And why aren't I nervous enough? And one minute I'm feeling really ready, and the next minute I feel like I'm at home in the field. And thinking, come on, I'm going in a minute. So all those those patterns have now got ways of dealing with them. And now I'm very, very well helped, and very lucky, as I said, with my whole home team. That's getting me back and feeling good and all to go for. So Rio has been a fantastic incentive in that sense, which I think maybe a European wouldn't have had. But Rio and Chile has been a great goal, and it's great to be selected.
Well, a phenomenal recovery and a great inspiration to other riders out there. And you've obviously got a young team of exciting horses coming through. So no plans to hang up the boots yet then?
Well, not yet. I think, who knows. I'm very much, I said in London how much longer I'm going to go on for, who will know. And that very much has depended on my horses and my riding ability. So if I'm going on riding well and I've got nice horses to ride, I love doing it. It's what I enjoy, and I will go on. If I look forward to Tokyo, who knows? But I don't care about that. Let's focus on Rio now.
Super. Well, very best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.